Dynasty did that.
What's going on, everybody? We are back live. Let me make sure I turn up my mic enough for you guys. I want to be loud enough. So how's everybody doing? We haven't been live like we used to, but it's been a little slow. We haven't had as many sessions, so we haven't been able to go live as much. But we are working on content behind the scenes, so I hope you guys are ready for some good content that's going to be pre-recorded that you guys can watch. It'll be like 15-minute, 20-minute content. And then also some shorts that I've been working on. So hope everybody's doing good though. We're gonna be mixing Ryley Shackleton. I hope you, well, if you guys tuned in, we recorded him 2 times in the last few weeks. This song is the Without Me song, and we're gonna be mixing the beat track outs to this for a little bit, and then start working on his vocals. And then at 7 o'clock, which is an hour and 20 minutes from now, we will be starting to record Grim Reaper. So this is gonna be a fun session. We're gonna be mixing, then recording, and doing some like rough mixes and stuff in that session. So you guys get to see a lot. We'll also be able to do like Q&A stuff with the artist. If you guys have questions for me, make sure you write them in the comments. Friday, what's going on with you, man? I've been pretty good, bro. Just trying to stay busy. Business has been kind of slow, but you know that's sometimes, you know, part of this game. So just trying to get busy again, get some orders in. And wanted to hop on the live and show you guys what I'm working on today so we can do this together, so you guys can see this. So let me jump into Pro Tools. Actually, you know what? We got 5 people. Let me get 5 likes, guys. We got 3 likes. I need 2 of you guys to hit that like button that haven't hit it yet, and they'll switch it over to Pro Tools for you guys. The more likes we get, the better YouTube pushes it. If you guys hit the heart at the bottom, hit the 100, whatever you guys got is your little emoji. If you click that down there like that, that also helps the algorithm know that this live is being enjoyed, and more people can tune into it. Now, if my mic is low, let me know, okay? Like, if my mic is low, please say something, okay? I can actually, let me try and turn it up just a little bit more. Just a little bit. Let's see what we can do. Check, check, check. See if that worked a little bit more. Did that turn up the level at all? Nope. You know what it is? I know exactly what it is. Filters. There we go. Check, 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 check. There we go. Perfect. All right. Dizzy, what's good with you, my boy? All right, here we go. Now it sounds a lot better. I can guarantee that to you guys because I can see that I'm actually in the level I want to be at. But, all right. Let's go ahead and jump into this. I'm going to show you guys what we got going today. And we'll jump into this little... So this is the song that we recorded. I'm going to actually pull in the rough mix. So I'm going to treat this just like every other song that I do, except for this one I recorded. So therefore, the rough mix might sound like a final mix to some people. But we're going to go ahead and take a listen real quick to what we were starting with. Because I did take some plugins off and I muted the vocals already, so...
Without me, what you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? I'll be there for you if you will be there for me. Without me, what you gonna why'd you leave? Yeah, I'll be there for you if you would be there. First time that we met, I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain.
That's what we're going to be working on today, guys. That's the little rough mix we got for you guys to hear. And we're going to start it up with the beat first. So we're going to mix down the beat a little bit more and get that sound a lot more full. It sounds good so far. It's not a bad production at all. I just definitely want to make it sound a little bit more, in my eyes, like 3D, a little bit more, a lot more depth in it. So we're going to do that. P, what's going on with you, man? So it starts out with this really cool, like, arpeggiated melody, which is really dope. And I like how it drops into it. So it's like this really faded up. A few different piano pieces, so these are kind of cool. So this person was smart. They sampled this. Which is really cool. And then they have this other sample. Together and it creates a nice little progression. But then they added in this little bridge thing to bridge it into the melody. So that was really smart of them, because without this, it just kind of drops in weird. Watch, we'll play this without this. Yeah, that sounds okay, but then you put this in and it bridges it beautifully. Down pitch piano right here, which was pretty cool too. So that's actually a really cool sample, like, idea right there, to add just that little bridge. You don't have to add too much. And then they also have this vocal sample going over it too. So that's like pretty genius to do, because they got like 3 different samples, but then they add just this little tiny piece to make it combine better, and that is perfect. Is it possible to send voices even if recorded badly? I mean, it is possible to send voices if they're recorded badly, but the thing is how good of an outcome do you expect when you record something bad? That's the real question. Because when people have unrealistic expectations for what it's going to sound like, then you get issues. But if you try to have it sound just a little better, have a little bit better balance, a little bit more clarity, yes, you can do that with crappy recorded vocals, but is it going to be as good as something that's well recorded? No. Alright, so let me focus on this hook spot right here. So, I mean, like, I just mixed this song the other day, and there was, like, some talking in the background in a part, and I told the client, like, either you re-record the vocals or that's going to be baked into the song. I can't change that. Stuff like that, like hissing, sometimes you can't even get rid of if somebody recorded too low. There are plugins that can help get rid of it, but that also deters the audio depending on how much you have to take away. So that could ruin the quality of the audio if you have to do too much doctoring. That's why we say, like, mixing isn't necessarily doctoring. It's more of shaping what you have into a final product, and sometimes that final product might not sound as good as, say, for instance, somebody on the radio, because your song wasn't recorded in a quality situation like the people who have songs on the radio. And I'm not saying every single song. Don't come at me, well, this song, I know there are certain songs that weren't recorded in studios and blah, blah, blah. I get all that. But a majority of the songs that professional or people listen to by professionals, they're recorded very well. So again, it depends on your expectations of what you want to come out of it. Like, this sample has cool sounds or noises in it, but it's like it gets masked. Hear people in this one. Let me put an EQ on this. Let's focus on these background thingies that you can hear. Watch. They're more on the sides. Turn this one on. Hear things like, it's like, I don't know if it's people talking or just like something moving around, but either way you can hear that, and it just adds a little texture to it. But now if that was a vocal, it might be a different story. See, I just crank these up so I can hear what frequency it's boosting. And then from there, I just go back and adjust. But I always crank them up high. If you guys are like, wait, why is he boosting so much? It's because I just want to hear what frequency, what it's bringing out. So we're probably gonna have to use like a transient shaper to take those pops out, or because that's somebody hitting the note. So we're gonna actually just limit the shit out of this because I want it to just stay steady. Yeah, let's take those out. We need to do. So there's two ways we can do it. We can go in and physically draw them out, which can be kind of annoying. Or we can go, well, there's a few ways, but this way, transient shaper, but do it opposite. Instead of boosting the transient, you reduce the transient. That helps a lot. But we're going to use this one because it has multiple, this is a multi-band transient shaper. Now, if you don't have this one, there is, and you do have the slate ones, I'm going to show you guys something real quick first. All right, so we're going to pull up Trinity Shaper, but I'm going to pull up another one before this so I can show you guys a quick gem. All right, so if you guys have the slate plugins, you have the kilohertz bundle, okay? Now, the cool thing about kilohertz is they have this thing called multipass, which when you go into here, it creates a multi-band setup for you, basically. So you can create a vocal or a effect chain in multi-band mode, and you can also add more if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, so right here I could add this, so I can add this, so we can have up to 5 bands, and then these are the pre-effects and these are post-effects. So you can do stuff before it affects any of the audio, split it up, however you want to do it. So right here for this kick, or this 808 for instance, put a transient shaper on this part right here, and we're going to do negative attack. See, now this one's not going to be perfect. I wish I could do a little bit sharper. Let's try it before the compressor. That might get it actually better. It does take it out. You hear, listen to the difference, guys. So here's without the transient shaper taking out that thump. You hear that? Like, it sounds kind of like a kick in there. Now let's hear it with the kick, though. I don't want that extra popping, so I might have to do like a declick or something on this first, which we could do this also. So we could cheat. Isotope declick will help. You're gonna have to be careful though. So let's go into here, declick. If anybody's got any questions, definitely feel free to ask. All right, so we got declick. We're gonna go to low frequencies. We're only gonna widen it a little bit. It's not gonna be huge. See, I don't want all that. Yes, I want to hear that. That'll be before taking at least some of the clicks out. So what I'm trying to do is reduce those clicks before it goes into the transient shaper, so the transient shaper has less work to do. Make it easier on yourself. Which do you prefer, digital mastering or analog? Digital. For one, people want to do revisions, all that stuff makes it 10 times easier. 2, you can do a hybrid setup, have some digital, some analog, and finish digital, but still have that analog feel. But also the plugins nowadays don't really have too much of a difference of the sound compared to analog gear. Because that didn't work, I'm going to go into multi-band mode. We're going to also add another one after this. And I think we're going to take out the clicks because it's in here. A lot better. And now if you want to see the difference, so you can see how this wave looks, and not that sight is everything with this, but you can see that you're actually taking away the transients when you. We're gonna go ahead and just freeze this real quick, because I want to see how much of a difference those transients are looking, how much it looks like of a difference, I should say, because you can see right here it's like literally a click before every single one. And if I were to be able to zoom in right now, you'd be able to see that like it's a really thick line. So we're trying to get rid of that because the kick isn't even going at the same time as the 808 switching notes all the time. So what happens that in that like instance is you sometimes have these other sounds that sound like it's kicking and it's not actually helping the pattern out. So we want to get rid of those. Sometimes it's needed. Sometimes they had an extra groove, but this one is actually throwing it off. This engineer just didn't do good with the bass. You could see the levels are just ridiculously different. So, or not engineer, this producer, whoever made this beat. All right, let's see what this looks like after I froze it. So we did take some of the transients out, but they're still kind of thick in there. So I might have to go edit these because you can see like how thick that is compared to these guys. So we're gonna go in there and edit those. Jason Joshua even says sometimes you got to go in and manually edit these transients. And he is so right. So what we're going to do, we're going to make this easier on ourselves. Clip gain. Show line. And we're going to just go ahead and click on these little parts right here. Oops. Now, yeah, that's a lot better. Take the whole click out. Why is this going so slow right now? Pro Tools, why are you freezing up on me right now? All right, let me see. Let's make sure that click is actually fully gone. Come on, Pro Tools. Why are you tripping out right now? Is my disk being full? What's going on? Yep. Hold on a second, guys. My hard drive is being weird. I apologize. 1 second. Molly, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate that a lot. Thank you for tuning in and hanging out with us and being a part of the community, bro. Make sure you guys join the Discord. Also, this is a great time for me to talk about that. There will be a questionnaire that you'll have to answer to get into the Discord. But that's just to make sure that we're weeding out the people that aren't serious. We want to make sure that we have people that are in there that are serious about what they do. They want to seriously help the community, whether it's by sharing pieces of content that they found helpful for themselves or things that they've learned. Everything is not on me to teach everybody in there. This is a community where everybody helps one another. So if you know something, you want to share something, it is an open floor for that. We are trying to really just get a lot of people in there to really help grow, collaborate, and learn how to navigate in this really, really, really difficult business, which is the music business. All right, let's get this loaded back up. I don't know why Pro Tools being a hoe, but hey. My bad, guys. Technical difficulties. But I hope you guys are learning something. That's the number one thing. Is I want you guys to be learning and having fun. That's what it's all about. So, who's all in here though? I only see a couple of people chatting. Who's on here? Make sure you guys say what's up. At least say what's up. You don't have to chat the whole time. Just say what's up, Dynasty, and I'm good. You know, like at least so I can see who's in here. Cause it's kind of weird sometimes just chatting to people. I don't know who the hell I'm talking to. And if you guys are watching on a TV, use your phone to chat. You can use your phone to chat with us. All right, Pro Tools is loading back up, guys. Sorry. Me apologies. You know what it might be also is the fact that I think I have a bunch of soothes running. And those don't run too well with a couple of plugins that I just loaded, so. But we'll see. Yeah, see, it's not as bad anymore. Once I put these on, put those back on and listen to this area again. I don't want to go ahead and sidechain it because, again, the kick does not hit at the same time as this all the time. And I don't want it to sound like it's doing a different pattern. I don't hear as much of the thumps anymore. CJ, what's going on with you? What's going on, Aria? My niece is watching the stream, so I gotta make sure I watch what I say. The mix yet. We're still working on this, so we just added these to it. I'm gonna commit these in a second. These. And Ryley has a good ear for beats, man. Like, he really picks out some good beats. Some of them don't fit his voice, and that's why we've had to switch a couple beats. But most of the time, his beat selection is fire. And I don't really count plugins. Like, I just sit there and add what I need. I don't really just aimlessly throw things on. But I don't really like using the all-in-one things, like where they got multiple units, a widener, EQ, and it's like you don't really get to see what you're doing too much. I like having a lot more control. I'm more of a control freak when I mix, but that's just my own personal like way to mix. There's a lot of people that I know that love using like all-in-one things like CLA, bass, or stuff like that. Squish the hell out of it. Let me see. Let me just see. Try it out. down now. See what I'm doing. You guys should have said screen. Whenever you guys don't see what I'm doing, I'm over here focused, so I don't always see what I'm looking at. But let me know you guys can't see me. See me, you couldn't see the program. I want you guys to be able to see the program when I'm mixing. What do I want to do with these? See, they use a lot of instruments in the same registry area. Like, if you look at these right here, so you'll see. Let me go into the different ones right here. So they're all pretty much in the same range of frequencies, which makes it a little bit hard to blend them. This got me laid back for real. Like you're saying bike like the Tampa motherfuckers, bro. They don't say back, they're bike. So I think we got the beat to a good point. I do have my mix bus on. Let me see what we're doing on this. Actually, this thing I wanted to add a little bit more harmonic excitement to it. So should we do, I'm thinking Vertigo on this one would be a good one because it'll give it, let's do Vertigo and Vitamin because Vitamin does some cool different things. Let's see.
Writing about this life that I'm mourning, cause I'm dead to you, but you ain't even give me a warning. Damn. You probably thinking you'll be better without me.
What the hell happened to these vocals? Hold up.
Without me.
Why did these vocals get rearranged? What in the hell? What the hitty? All right. Time to figure it out.
Writing about this life that I'm on. without me? Without me, what you gonna do without me?
That shit got all fucked up. What happened here? Alright, we're gonna save this one. This is what we're gonna do. We're gonna save this one. Make this easier on us. Because I have no clue what happened to them vocals, and I have no clue why they're moved. So, we're gonna go here. Save track without include audio. Without beat new mix. We're just gonna save this mix real quick on the beat, and then we're gonna go into the other one and see what the hell happened, because I have no idea what happened right there. That was the weirdest thing ever. Everything got jumbled all around, which makes no sense. So what I'm gonna do is just insert this beat mix into the other session, in the backup session, hoping I can find one that didn't have the vocals all jumbled up, which is weird. Never had that happen. Well, I've had it happen, but in a long time I haven't had that happen. So that's just... Luckily, we have session backups. So give me 1 second, guys. Let's get this loaded up with the backups. Session file backups. Let me see. Let me see something, though. Did I do something? Let's open the one from today when I first opened it. Yeah, Pro Tools was really acting up. This shit was going slow. Then I wanted to jumble up my fucking vocals all over the place wherever they wanted to be. We'll see, though. We're going to see what happens. I'm going to pull up the session from the original time I pulled it up today. If not, then I'll have to pull up one of the later ones of the 25th. Yeah, see, that one also had the vocals fucked. Alright, so close session. Don't save. Alright, let's check the latest one of the last session we did, and then hopefully that'll be right. That's just weird, though. We're good. Okay, so file, save as, save. Actually, let's do it recovered. Let's just do it recovered. All right, cool. Now, let me swap this back over so you guys can see what I'm gonna do. So we're gonna take all of this out. Delete. And we're going to get rid of... Well, I'm not going to get rid of these. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to copy the plugins over. But we're going to go to here. We're going to go to our track preset. And without me, beat, boom. So now everything is back in my session that I just did. But the vocals are back to where they need to be. And what I'm going to do with these guys is just drag those. So we shall see in 1 second. Jeez. Pro Tools trying to, get some extra attention today or something. We still got like 30 minutes till my session gets here, so we're good. We're going to still get some vocal mixing in, but we're going to wait for these to load up. And as you guys can see, like, look, the last time the vocals started all the way over here, they're not supposed to, and there wasn't even a section like that. It was weird. That's what I was saying. Like, I was like, that is not how this looked. So now we got that back together. We're going to take these 3 guys right here while this is finishing drawing the audio. Drag these up to here. I really don't need to do too much. I'm just going to copy this. Copy this. Just in case I changed anything. I don't remember if I changed anything. And I don't want to risk not having the same settings. So, do that. see. Change. Delete those. Okay, there we go.
Without me.
Again, Pro Tools.
Without me. Without me. What you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? I'll be there for you if you would be there for me. Without me. Without me. What you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? Yeah, I'll be there for you if you would be there. First time that we met, I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that.
Did you guys hear that difference as soon as I threw that plug? Here, I'm gonna show you guys real quick. Take a listen to what this sounds like right here.
In there when you needed me, I'm just in there when you.
This is without the pull tech, okay? This is no settings on. Everything's at 0.
In there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop.
As soon as you add that pull tech, it gives you a little bit more of a presence with the bass and stuff. So that's why when you throw your plugins on, you got to be careful what you're doing, because it might automatically have a sound.
In there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. In there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. In there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. In there when you needed me, I'm just saying.
Right sound, what's going on with you, Brody?
In there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment.
Alright, so let's compare. This is the first part of the verse without the pull tech.
Me, where you going? Why'd you leave? Yeah, I'll be there for you if you would be there. First time that we met, I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it.
When I turn that on, watch over here, you guys will see me turn it on. When it's blue, it's off. When it's gray, it's on. So here we go. This is off.
You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known.
Subtle, but it brings that vocal to life just a little bit more.
You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you.
You know, I have it on here already, but I like how it sounds. I'm going to take a little bit of this.
You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much. You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much. You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much. You would be for you if you would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you. Let it be known. So wrong.
like his dubs too loud, so I'm not trying to make these very like stand out.
For you, if you would be there for me.
Apollo, let's go. What are you? What's the joint, my guy?
For you, if you would be there for me. I should have left you alone. I should pick up the phone and I wait for you. Think with you out. Let it be known. So wrong. So much pain.
Bro, Pro Tools is being a host sometimes, man. I'm gonna talk nice right now because it's being good, knock on wood. But it's been being a pain in the ass.
For you, if you would be there for me.
Hey, let me see some ones in the chat if you guys are ready for the Reaper Grim session today. Or the Grim Reaper session, I should say. I call him Reaper Grim because that's his name on Instagram, and I always talk to him on there. But if you guys are ready for that session, we're going to be recording him. Put some ones in the chat right now, guys.
You would be there for me. I should have left you alone. I should pick up the phone and
Apollo, wrong numbers, Apollo.
You would be there for me. We met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known.
See, Apollo, you done started a trend now.
You would be there the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry.
I think I might do like a, let's do a vintage opto on this and see how this sounds.
You would be there the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known. I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my... You would be there the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known.
Still want to get, there's some like low end stuff I'm trying to get out that's making it muddy.
You would be there the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known. I know I did you so wrong. You would be there the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known. I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment.
We're definitely going to go deeper into these de-essing real quick, because he does have quite a few S's in here. I might do a actual like destructive de-ess to him, but we'll see. So do you guys know what I mean by destructive de-ess? Let me know in the comments if you guys know what that means.
I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then I know I did you so wrong and
Dizzy, what's it mean by a destructive edit?
I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment.
anybody know? Or is Dizzy still typing?
You would be there first. You would be there first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known. I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then you moved down to Charlotte. It's the worst thing when you see what you lost and now you're nauseous. You're probably thinking you'd be better without me. I know you talking with your parents. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back when we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be...
You crushing it on purpose to bring out what you're trying to target. What are you talking about? Alright, so when you guys do destructive edits, okay, it's anytime you guys go into this audio suite and you do something that pretty much like Chris just said, cooking it into the audio. So like if I go in here and I go into a noise reduction, instead of putting on as a plugin, I go in here and run RX11 DS. And that will, one, save you some CPU if you don't have a powerful computer where you can run a bunch of things. You can even do it with stuff like Soothe. So if I go into Soothe and we pull up this guy right here, and I want to get rid of all the S's, we can make sure that we just go in here, do the craziest setting, 4 times, Ultra, and then we'll go ahead and just put on that, and we'll fine tune this to be pretty much just the S's.
I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you.
And then you go ahead and hit render. Now you're doing a destructive edit to the audio. You cannot change that as like a plugin. You have to be able to undo it. So what I usually do, I just did it real quick to show you guys. I'm gonna undo it in 1 second. But so now you can see on there it says Soothe 2 and it's on the audio as that. So let me show you guys though what I usually do. When I do that, I'll usually hit Command Control Shift and slash, or no, sorry, Command Control slash, and it'll duplicate the playlist. So that playlist is gonna now pop down into the next one, but it's still there on the main take, but it's also below it right here. So basically what I did was Command Control slash above, which is above the return key. You go ahead and hit return again, and then there you go. You got the duplicate there. Now if I were to go in here and edit this and say I didn't end up liking it, I took too much S's out or whatever, instead of having to undo it, I could just drop this down, pull this back up, and have the original take again. Or if I accidentally save and then close out the session, I can't undo it. So now I'd have to work with whatever audio I have. Well, being that I saved that, I'm safe. I don't have to worry about losing the audio. So we're going to go in here.
I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just...
So we're taking away those S's. You can even see them. Look at all those. Ready? Let me zoom in so you guys can see this. Ready? So you'll watch right here. Watch those S's get... Those are all S's right here. This right here is a S. If I were to play this by itself, this right here is a S. And then this right here is probably a S. You can see where, whenever it goes, you hit the render, you'll see where those S's were. So like right here, right here. That's crazy. It's a crazy difference.
I know I did you so wrong and I put you through...
Now, You don't want to hear like a lisp. You don't want them to sound like Mike Tyson, but you definitely don't want it all the time. So it's good to do some of this to the vocals even after you record. Just run the de-esser right on the vocal. That way you don't have to have the plug-in so much, because now I can actually disable some of these de-essers most likely.
I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame.
Yeah, that sounds... Now let's compare the difference real quick. So we'll play this one.
Sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me. I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me. I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you.
So you can still hear the S's, but they're not as sharp. So that way, when it gets into a bigger system, it's not going to be piercing to the ears. Or even in earbuds and stuff like that.
It'll be the first time that we met. I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong, and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me. I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me. I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment.
He's not necessarily always a singer, and these are harmonies we were trying to just nail with him pushing really hard. But we're gonna go back through, and I'm gonna do something really crazy you guys are gonna see.
You're probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. Without me. You're probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. You're probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. You probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder. You probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing. You probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. Without me. You probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me, and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. Without me.
So I already tuned it, but we're going to go ahead and retune it again, but this time we're going to use wave tune. Now, I like doing this on some harmonies if I can get it to sound the right way. So we're going to use wave tune, real time, or not the real time one, the one that is like Melodyne, but it's not as in depth. C sharp minor. All right, so we have to let this run. Now, if you guys don't want to let it run, there's a little quick way to cheat with these. So if you use Melodyne or Wavetune and you don't have it as an ARA, right click on it, hit commit up to insert, hit do nothing right here where it says source track, hit do nothing, click OK. It's going to do this. It's going to render real quick, and then so what it's doing is it's scanning it right now. And then once it's done scanning, you'll then have all the audio blobs in there, and you just delete the secondary track. So once this is done, it's going to have a secondary track under it. I'm going to delete that, and we're going to have the audio blobs that I needed. So delete. This one probably didn't do it because I'm on live trying to show you guys, and it's like, ha, not me. All right, let me do this again one more time. But I'm going to do it with Melodyne so I can show you guys. So if you have Melodyne and you don't have the ARA version, okay, just to show you guys, because I know it definitely works with this. So Tell them like Melodyne. All right, so here we go. So you're gonna hit transfer just like you usually do, and this is in C# minor. So what we're gonna do is now we're gonna right click on this Melodyne, commit up to this insert, hit do nothing, and it's gonna scan it. And then once it scans, you don't have to listen through the whole song or whatever like that. It just makes it easier and quicker, depending on how fast your computer is. I usually do this type of editing stuff in the beginning when I don't have a bunch of plugins already on. So definitely moves a little bit faster. And that's why you want to edit first. All right, my session is outside, so give me a second, guys. Let me get them in here in 1 second. But here we go. So that's done. Now watch. If I go back to the Melodyne, it is now scanned. Okay. Now I'm gonna do this with the other Waves tune. I'm gonna delete this track. Waves tune. This is just a little bit more like a tight. I get more tight tuning with this. So it's minor.
I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then you moved down to Charlotte. It's the worst thing when you see what you lost and now you're nauseous. You probably thinking you'll be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me.
So now what I usually do, now you can see the green line, that is like the actual, what the voice was already doing. Now it's, I already tuned it with Melodyne, so it's nice and controlled. But we're gonna go ahead and just kind of like flatten that a lot more.
I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then you moved down to Charlotte. It's the worst thing when you see what you lost and now you're nauseous. For you, if you would be there first time that we met, I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name, I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment.
You know what, actually? That's the reason why I hate the plugins, because I move this, it's actually still not on time.
If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started.
Yeah, you can send me already tuned vocals. I mean, if they're tuned wrong, that's not on me at that point. So that's what I always tell people. If you tuned them and they're tuned, like anything's off, that's on you guys. But you can definitely send me them already tuned. It saves me some work.
Without me, what you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? I'll be there for you if you would be there for me. Without me, what you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? Yeah, I'll be there for you if you would be there for me. First time that we met, I should have left you alone, but something was telling me maybe I should pick up the phone. And then I went and bought a ring for you, thinking I'd do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known, I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name, I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me, I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me, I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started, when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then you moved down to Charlotte. It's the worst thing when you see what you lost and now you're nauseous. You probably thinking you'd be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. Without me. What you gonna do without me? Where you going? Why'd you leave? You probably thinking you'd be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without. You probably thinking you'd be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without. You probably thinking you'd be better without me. Rain for you, thinking I'll do this thing with you. I'm sorry to mention it, but let it be known. I know I did you so wrong and I put you through so much pain. I'm dealing with the consequences, I feel the shame. I know that you hate it when you hear my name. I'm the one to blame. I wasn't there when you needed me. I'm just saying I'm sorry. I know you don't want to speak to me. I turned you cold-hearted. If I had one wish, it'd be to go back where we started when I met you in that one-bedroom apartment. We went from New York to Boston, sitting in that coffee shop talking, something me and you would do often. We broke up and then you moved down to Charlotte. It's the worst thing when you see what you lost and now you're nauseous. You probably thinking you'd be better without me. I know you talking with your parents about me and every little thing that you hate about me. I just wonder what you're doing without me. Without me.
I'm about to put this on. Be right back, guys. Hold on one second. Be right back, guys. I gotta go get the session.
Dynasty did that.
All right, we back. We got Grim in here, man. He's over in the corner. You can't see him right now. Hold on, let me turn this a little bit, man. Hold on, Grim in here. We got the manager, the content creator. You know, my boy, man. What's going on with you, bro?
Man, we chilling, bro.
You guys been working.
We back home to finish the project.
Yeah, B. We made our round.
I see you guys. Yeah, you guys went to New York City, Boston.
Yeah.
That's fire.
Yeah.
How was the Boston
New
trip?
York City, Boston was probably the best trip out of all of them.
For real?
The Boston trip. Yeah.
That's dope. That's good to hear, man. Got some good songs done?
Yep. Hell yeah. Got some fire.
That's what I love to hear, man.
They pretty much put together. 2 more to do. And then,
Hell yeah.
you know, it's on from there.
Let me set up a session real quick. So, do you know what you're calling the first song or not?
Yeah, that's gonna be the safe sex joint.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Dynasty streaming shit. Right
Yes,
now.
sir. We on the stream. We live, baby. That's what my
We
boy.
ain't been here in a minute,
I know it's been a while, bro.
Minute. It was snowing.
The stream's been messing you guys, man.
Word up.
The streams, I know, bro. Last time you came here, it was snowing for real.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Some shit.
That's crazy. I mean, it's not like that's been too long because Syracuse, you know how we are. We just had fucking snow 2 months ago, not even. It was snowing in April, right after it was 70 degrees one day. The next day it started snowing.
Stupid shit.
Like, what the hell type? Like it says something about Syracuse and upstate New York didn't have a dry week for 6 months from snow to rain. I was like, that's depressing as shit. All right, we can airdrop the beats or however you want to do it.
I got my SSD card. Just on here.
Let's see, I'll plug it up. Plug it up. My boy got the SD drive like me. All right, let me just eject mine real quick and then do it on that. So what is this? Backups. Oh. Let me see real quick. That one's done. Plug this in. Here, you can take your cord. Cause I got mine. Cause we got the same thing. I got like 4 of them bitches though. Gotta have hard drives. If you want, you could take this webcam off here and put this tripod thing on that if you want. This isn't even hooked up. I don't have it on. You could unplug it and just unscrew it. All right, what beat is it?
Dynasty, it's the let me see, it's the bleak shit, right?
Bleak?
That's the first one.
All right, cool.
What the hell you been doing, man?
Shit, man.
I've been seeing you on your I told Grim you on your content creation shit, man.
Yeah, man, session's been slow, so I've just been trying to, create content to educate artists and keep things moving. Just been really just grinding with that. Trying to get a lot of different stuff going, trying to build this community up. So we just got the new Discord up and running. And then just been filming content and stuff like that. Apollo with the emojis for the gems. All right, what is the BPM on this guy? Let me see. Let's see if I can guess this one. I'm off by 1 BPM. 94. Nope, 93. Actually, 92. Sorry, guys, I was setting up his camera for him, but we got Grim in the fucking studio, guys, man. We about to lay down some fire, some real hip-hop. You guys know he's bringing the bars. It's going to be bar heavy, so you better be ready. It's like you hitting the gym. He's going to bring the bars. He said no Billy and Mandy, just Grim. EP drop 6/14. Let's go, guys. low end. You hear the difference? That beat was sounding a little weak. Back in. All right, so let me freeze these real quick. Now this beat is definitely fire. He's got that old school like hip hop vibe with it, but I guarantee he's gonna put some crazy bars on it. Ain't no old school flows or bars going on this. Let me get you in the booth and size you up real quick with the mic, and then we'll go from there. All right.
Straight. Make sure you get your headphones right. Get them right. All right. Artists get so intimidated by the by the headphone system. All right, guys, we are back. All right, we got. Say something to me.
Check Mike.
Check Mike.
Dynasty, this should always be sounding crispy, man.
That.
This shit sound crazy.
Always, bro. You can't have it sounding no subpar sound. They gotta go in that booth feeling like, damn, this shit's already mixed. No, but it sounds almost close to some other people's mixes.
You know what's crazy? But your shit been like that for years, bro.
That's because I have.
When I was doing this shit, your shit, yo.
I've been passionate about it, bro. I don't just do it. A lot of people, like I tell people, some people do it because they know they can make money from it. I do it because I literally love this shit. Like, it's like, I really love, like, even when we was doing shit, not even making money, I wasn't making money all the time. Like, I was literally just doing shit for the fuck of it. Like, being in the studio 12, 15 hours a day for the fun of it.
Literally.
So.
You was definitely doing that shit.
All right, let's go ahead and run a mic check, all right?
Let's do it.
See how we sounding. And adjust your headphones as you need to in there, okay?
Uh-huh.
Hold on one second. Actually, I was just in mix mode. I have to change something. Hold on. I have to restart Pro Tools. Give me 30 seconds. Not even. Because Pro Tools is going to stop in the middle of me recording you. So hold on 1 second. It's the one thing I will say. Oh, no. Ko said, I'm clumsy as hell. Kicks over a bottle.
Yeah, nah, real shit. I'm clumsy as fuck. I'm the one.
It's that za, bro. It's that za. We get clumsy on the za, bro. I get it. I smelled that za when you guys pulled up.
Yeah, man.
They don't open the doors in the whole parking lot. Stink like a whole za. Man, 24 hours a day. Listen, I was in the studio, no joke, 18 hours on average. From the first probably... When I got like into an actual studio, so from the first studio I ever worked at to probably the 5th studio I worked at or 4th studio I worked at, I was in the studio probably 18 hours a day. I wasn't outside doing shit like, bro, there would be days like, oh shit, I forgot I gotta run errands, I gotta go grab groceries and shit. Like, I would be so scheduled, I would forget to do shit like that. Like, it was crazy. And it wasn't even just, like I said, it wasn't always paid time, guys. You guys understand that. A lot of that was free in the first stages of my career coming up. I had to prove my value. Ko seen it. Ko was sitting around seeing the whole thing happen. He was working with me. He was one of my clients for a while. All right, we're back. Grim, there's any delay in your headphones, let me know.
check. Nah. Check.
All right, I just got to do one thing. All right, so guys, if you guys ever have this happen where it says your one of your drives is not allowed, I have to change. They're all on record. All right, let's try this now. What the hell? It's on my work drive. Hold on, bro. Pro Tools is being hell today. It's been giving me issues even when I was mixing earlier. This thing is being dumb. Let me see. Let's change these. So I'll change this one to playback only. Hit back to record. Now let's try. Nope. All right, hold on one second. I'm about to start a new session. Pro Tools just don't want me to succeed today, bro. That's crazy. So, all right. Let me restart Pro Tools. My bad, Grim. This shit was just working perfectly fine, and then all of a sudden it wants to be an asshole. You know how technology is.
Yo, Grim, you can see the computer screen?
All right, let's get this.
You all on that shit.
Hell yeah. Word up.
What's that?
We gonna get them right too.
Fire. Hell yeah. That's good. You guys been putting out a lot of content, bro.
Yeah.
Like, I've been seeing a lot of the freestyle stuff and all that. Like, that's what people need to be doing. It's not just, like, you guys are showing the work. You guys are showing, like, him talking and just having conversations. Like, it's good. You're actually putting people in his world instead of just music.
That's how you gotta build that
Yeah,
base, man.
100%. I always tell people
You
that.
have to build that base. And that's what's important. Bro, like, I be telling motherfuckers, me and Grim always had this conversation. The industry is not needed no more.
No.
You just need a solid fan base is that record deal now.
Facts. And that's the thing is, like, back when we were, like, think about it. When we were making music to start out, everybody was always pushing, like, fanciness, right? Even if they didn't have it, they're like, I got the big chains and this and that. They got the rims on the car, but they didn't have nothing really. Like, that most of the time wasn't even from music money.
Right.
But nowadays, it's like, it was like, oh, everybody's attracted to the glitz, the glamour, you know, as they used to say.
Right.
But now it's like, yo, everybody's attracted to the realness, the authenticity, the actual, like, lifestyle of the artist or the things that they're interested in. It's like they want to be kind of more of a friend than a fan.
Yeah.
You feel what I'm saying? And that makes the connection way better, bro. Like, 100% better. All right, let me try this now. Nope. All right, let me just restart a new session because this shit's being dumb.
Yeah, I agree 100%.
This shit's just...
Motherfuckers got to show the fucked upness, the being fucked
Exactly.
up.
You can't just
we,
come out
you know
perfect.
Like, you know what I mean? Everybody want to have the designer shit on.
Exactly.
Expensive shit. Like, bro, you not living like that. You really not living like that.
Exactly.
You know what a lot of them doing right now, Dynasty, that they've been doing though for the longest? They going and getting outfits and keeping the tags on them.
Yeah.
Throwing them on, bringing them back.
Getting their friends to rent stuff and they just go. But I've done seen people borrow jewelry from people for weeks type shit. I'm like, bro, just to make it look like you got it? Like, what's the point of that? There's no point in that. Like,
and another reason why I think a lot of these dudes be wanting record deals is because they don't want to invest in themselves. They want somebody to give them a bag.
yeah, they want a handout.
Yeah.
And that's not how it goes.
Shit, a lot of them don't know how to invest in themselves and don't want to learn.
Exactly. All right, so bad news stream. We're going to have to restart because the whole computer is being weird. So I'm going to have to restart the computer real quick. So we're going to pause the stream real quick. We'll be back in about 5 minutes, starting up fresh. All right, guys. Sorry, guys. Technical difficulties. We'll be right back.